Yo everyone, welcome back to a new video of Grey Eminence. Today we will talk about elites and titles. Let's dive right into the content with the elites. An elite's existence, rights, and obligations are defined by their country's laws. These laws apply only to titles the country own direction. As long as a country's laws dictate that a given elite should exist, a fixed number of elite positions are created in every province of that country. At the start of the game, these positions are all occupied by characters, as many as Grey Eminence have been able to historically verify, with the others being generated. These positions come with the ownership of specific buildings and have specific rules of succession. Elite characters can use the resources of their positions to further their own goals, securing more favorable rights, lowering their obligation, expanding their existing holdings, or even attempting to carve out their own vassal country out of the province they reside in. Elites can also be interacted with by hostile powers. For example, another country can attempt to contact them via espionage to bribe them over an upcoming conflict. So let's do an overview of all elites that exist in Grey Eminence: the nobility, the merchants, the clergy, the tribes, the bureaucracy, and military. The nobility are the hereditary landowners of the realm. They are the most powerful elites in most countries by a wide margin. Nobles tend to invest in rural buildings, owe funeral duels, and can raise levies. The merchants are the engine of urban life, responsible for handling trade. They invest in urban buildings, pay taxes and tariffs, and can muster militias. The clergy can be representative of the country's primary religion. Depending on the country's investiture law, clergy positions can be assigned by the heads of faith, the states, or independently by local elites/ populations. The clergy too can be assigned taxes and can maintain military clerical orders. The tribes represent those social groups bound by kinship. They can be given varying degrees of autonomy. The bureaucracy represents the state. For most countries, in 1356, the bureaucrats are synonymous with one of the other elites. The military elite is comprised of the top generals and admirals of the country's army and navy. Each elite's character can be interacted with individually. For example, to raise a particular noble's levies, or to extract a greater tax from a particular merchant, and will gain or lose flavors accordingly. Flavors have an important impact on the character altitudes. A character that is owed favors will increasingly turn hostile if they are denied the opportunity to use those favors. Hostile elites can become a nuisance in two major ways. Firstly, they can form factions with various demands, from simply requesting lowering the taxes to major revamps of the country's laws and structure. Factions are precursors to rebellions and revolutions. Another way which elite characters can hinder your plans is by directly collaborating with your enemies. Foreign countries can interfere your realm through the espionage system, which allows them to collaborate with your elites, and in case where a certain elite character feels so scornful, insulted, they can reach out to your enemies on their own. Treacherous elites are very dangerous to most countries, especially those with developed militaries which are run by the very same elites. In other words, ensuring elite loyalty is a key contribution to a long-term success. With elites now done, let's move right into the titles. The most basic feature of every title is its name, which is a collection of noun, adjective, prefix, suffix that combines with the country's rank to form its successful designation. By default, titles use whichever designation structure matches most closely to the way countries are referred to popularly. However, you can change the designation structure at will if you prefer another one. For example, designation for China might be Chinese Empire. You can opt to change it to the Empire of China. If its source of legitimacy is dynamic, you might instead choose the ruling dynasty name, example Yuan Empire. Starting with the basics, the rank is a concept you would be familiar with from medieval history and other grand strategies. There are 4 ranks in the game: county, duchy, kingdom, and empire. Title ranks are of significant importance for the politics and diplomacy of countries with dynastic source of legitimacy. Every title has a type, which tells us the reason for its existence and how it can be formed. There are 3 types of titles in 1356: geographic, cultural, and religious. Geographic titles derive their meaning from a specific location. Geographic titles exist for all provinces, regions, and continents. Cultural titles are defined by the people they present. In addition to titles for each individual culture, there's also titles for every culture branch, group, and supergroup. These titles require controlling increasingly large fraction of its respective population and are one of the ways of forming federations and confederations. Religious titles originate from denominations with specific doctrines or idiosyncrasies. With the titles in Elites now done, I'm gonna end the video here. So if you like the video, hit a thumb up, subscribe, and click on the bell notification to see when I upload the next Grey Eminence video. And join my Discord to see when I upload a video, go live on Twitch, or when I'm something planning. I hope I see you next time. Bye bye.